Welcome to this explainer. I am super excited today because we're breaking down exactly how AI is completely transforming modern video marketing. Specifically, we're looking at why marketers use new AI and how the entire production pipeline has shifted from manual, grueling labor to autonomous, lightning-fast generation. If you've been sitting there wondering how top creators and brands are pumping out so much high-quality content across so many platforms, well, you're absolutely in the right place. Let's get right into it.
Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why are marketers abandoning traditional video editing? For years, the drill. The standard workflow was to sit in front of a complex timeline, manually slicing footage, adding keyframes, color correcting, the whole shebang. But the sheer volume demanded by TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels, it's made that manual process mathematically impossible. Marketers just literally cannot keep up with the volume of content required to stay relevant anymore.
And the shift has already happened. Look at this, 71%. That number is wild. 71% of YouTube channels earning over $10,000 a month now rely on a stack of at least 3 AI tools in their pipeline. That data comes straight from a 2025 creator survey, and honestly, it proves that AI isn't just some experimental toy anymore. It is the foundational infrastructure for the most successful digital businesses on the internet right now. Section 1, the content creation bottleneck. Let's look at the brutal reality of this scaling problem. Making a single, high-quality video used to be a massive undertaking. For teams trying to scale their reach, human hours simply became the ultimate limiting factor, and time is a major liability in a high-speed digital economy. The leverage here is just staggering. We're talking about compressing up to 40 grueling hours of manual work into just 2 to 4 hours total. That covers everything: research, scripting, sourcing B-roll, editing, adding chapter markers, even repurposing into shorts. By using platforms like TopView AI or combining specialized tools, smart creators are doing in a single afternoon what literally used to take an entire week. And the crazy part? They're doing it without sacrificing the quality that platforms reward.
Section 2, hacking the retention algorithm. Because let's be real, pumping out videos fast doesn't matter at all if nobody watches them. And these algorithms, they do not care how hard you worked on a video. They are designed purely to maximize watch time. The crucial point here is this magic threshold of 70%. If you want the algorithm to push your shorts, you absolutely need to retain 70% of your viewers. And if you hit 75%, you effectively triple your reach. According to data from Viral Shorts in 2025, that 70% mark is where the algorithm really starts smiling on your content. Dip below that, your video is essentially dead in the water. So how do you hit that number? Well, considering 80% of people scroll on mute, you've got to use a massive visual hook in those first 2 seconds. You have to relentlessly cut out dead air, force pattern interrupts, like a zoom, a sound effect, or an aggressive caption change, literally every 3 seconds. And large dynamic captions are non-negotiable for those silent scrollers. The beauty is, modern AI tools are already pre-programmed to execute these exact retention hacks autonomously, perfectly synced to trending music. Moving on to Section 3, 3 types of video AI. Let's break down the actual tool stack, because treating all AI video tools as just one big category is a huge mistake.
The market is essentially separated into 3 distinct functions. You're either extracting highlights, speeding up a timeline, or generating completely from scratch. First up, we have clippers. You feed them a long video and they find the absolute best moments. Next, we have editors. These give you a traditional timeline, but with serious AI assistance for speed. And finally, agents. This is where the AI does the entire job straight from a simple text prompt.
Let's look at that first category, clippers. If you've got long podcasts or webinars sitting around, clippers like Opus Clip or Vizard are absolute lifesavers. They instantly turn one long video into an entire month of social content. The AI analyzes the speech, the visuals, the emotion, finds the most engaging moments, automatically reframes the shot to vertical, centers the active speaker, and even spits out a highly accurate virality score predicting how well the clip will perform. It's like having an eagle-eyed assistant working around the clock.
Now, for those who still want their hands on the wheel, we have editors. Tools like Descript let you edit video as easily as typing a Word doc, while CapCut absolutely crushes the mobile social workflow. Descript is amazing for talking head stuff because literally you just delete text from the transcript and the video cuts itself. CapCut, meanwhile, removes all the friction of applying trending styles, auto captions, and beat syncing for platforms like TikTok. You're still driving the edit, but the AI is doing all the tedious heavy lifting.
Section 4, the rise of video agents. But what if you don't want to edit at all? This is where things get truly futuristic for marketers. Enter the video agent. Tools like Pexo are entirely replacing the traditional timeline.
They do the work of a whole production studio from a single brief. Think about it. You give the agent a goal, say, hey, create a 30-second vertical explainer about our new app, make it upbeat, and add captions. The agent researches trends, plans the shots, sequences them, mixes the voiceover, music, and sound effects, and just hands you a finished product. There is literally no timeline for you to touch.
Let's look at how this step-by-step pipeline plays out in the real world. TikTok's new Symphony agent can analyze what's currently going viral on the platform and immediately generate a brand new, highly optimized ad for you. It studies successful campaigns, takes your text and visual prompts, and uses ByteDance Seedance 2.0 model as the engine to automate the entire video generation process. Result? You get a ready-to-publish campaign without ever opening a camera. And Google is totally changing the game here too, creating a lightning-fast pipeline that turns text into high-quality video assets in seconds. Using their ultra-fast Nano Banana 2 Lite model, developers can generate visual concepts in about 4 seconds flat. Once you find an image you like, you just pass it over to OmniFlash, which instantly animates it into a cinematic e-commerce video. It's rapid prototyping and final production blended into one incredibly fluid motion. Section 5. Scaling multi-account distribution. Because now that you've generated all this incredible content, you have to realize that if you're only posting it to one account, you are severely limiting your reach.
You simply can't rely on one account anymore if you really want to dominate search and social feeds across different regions. There's a hard cap, a single account ceiling, on how much content one profile can publish before platforms start throttling your reach or your audience just tunes out. Manual posting has a natural limit, which is why brands are realizing they need totally new infrastructure, distinct accounts for different verticals, niches, and global markets.
So how do they solve this? Marketers are deploying agentic platforms like Humbersa to autonomously run massive multi-account distribution networks. These AI agents manage the accounts, acting exactly like real human devices. They handle the posting, the engagement, and the specific formatting required to simultaneously dominate TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Basically, you create a vast volume of content with video agents, then use distribution agents to push it everywhere, completely eliminating the manual posting bottleneck.
But hey, before we start thinking humans are entirely obsolete in this new pipeline, I want you to consider this quote. The robot can swing the hammer. It still does not know where the cathedral goes. This perfectly grounds our explainer today. AI is giving you unprecedented leverage, for sure, but your human taste, your emotion, and your storytelling are still what actually win. Whether it's a clipper, an editor, or an autonomous agent, these are just incredibly powerful hammers. They remove the repetitive tasks, but they absolutely rely on you to provide the strategic vision and the ultimate creative direction. I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder as we enter this crazy new era of marketing. As AI agents learn to generate and distribute perfect videos instantly, what will be the true value of human authenticity? When literally anyone can generate a highly optimized, brilliantly edited video with a single prompt, what makes a brand or a creator actually stand out? It's going to be your unique perspective, your lived experience, and the real connections you build. The production pipeline? That's solved. The creativity? Well, that's up to you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I can't wait to see what you build with these tools.